man. He's the myth. He's the legend. He's the scientist with all the answers and all the questions. It's time for another episode of Alex's Science Corner.
Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you. No, please, thank you. You know what's fun is you can see all the claps when you go through the, when I go to edit the audio, you can see all the claps.
Yeah, I'm sure you can.
So, wow, those meters are really looking awful.
Yes, they are. So what's going on in the wide world of science, my friend?
On Thursday night, the 2018 or the 28th First Annual Ig Nobel Prizes were awarded. And these are the prizes that are announced as science that's designed to make you laugh and then make you think. And
these aren't the Nobel Prize.
Correct. These are not the Nobel. These are the Ig Nobel. These are actual science, or most of them are actual science, but they're kind of unusual. So the first award is for the Medicine Prize from two researchers, and the study was validation of a functional pyroclial renal model for the evaluation of renal calculi passage while riding a roller coaster, or using a roller coaster to try to hasten the passage of kidney stones. The next up is the Anthropology Prize for several researchers for collecting evidence in a zoo that chimpanzees imitate humans about as often and about as well as humans imitate chimpanzees.
Yeah, whenever humans are looking at them, they imitate them.
Yeah,
so these are actual studies. Yes. These are real studies.
Yes. I think you missed that part when I said that 2 minutes ago. Yeah,
I did. I just didn't want to believe it.
Okay.
Crack is whack, Bobby.
Yeah. Next up is the Biology Prize for demonstrating that wine experts can reliably identify by smell the presence of a single fly in a glass of wine. Next up is the Chemistry Prize, awarded to some researchers from Portugal for measuring to the degree to which human saliva is a good cleaning agent for dirty surfaces. Now,
and you do that by licking it, right?
You just need the saliva, wipe down a face, spit on a piece of cloth, and wipe down.
So moms all across the world are right. That's how you clean a kid's face. You lick your fingers and you wipe it off, right?
Yeah, but their study was on all surfaces. Did I hear that correctly?
For dirty surfaces.
All dirty surfaces.
What kid's face isn't a dirty surface?
Well, I mean, but it's, I wouldn't use it on my table. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
You could. That's the point.
Yes.
And the next one here. Now, if you go to the BBC website, you will see a picture of this doctor demonstrating this next story. From a doctor in Japan. Colonoscopy in the sitting position. Lessons learned from self-colonoscopy.
What?
I don't know.
I think I heard about this.
By the way, I will not be showing that picture in my YouTube video. So
how do you do self-colonoscopy?
Wait a minute. He took a picture?
Yeah, there's a photograph of him demonstrating. Well, it's a safe for work picture. It's posted on the BBC website.
Holy cow.
There's a picture of how you would do a self-colonoscopy.
But is he actually doing it?
No.
Okay.
He's not actually doing it.
That's what I thought you were saying.
Safe for work. But he actually did do it for the paper. I would like to move on from that.
Okay.
So would my bowels.
Okay. Literature Prize for some researchers from Australia and El Salvador for documenting that most people who use complicated products do not read the instruction manual.
Yeah, I think I'd go along with that.
Yeah. The Nutrition Prize for researchers in Zimbabwe and the United Kingdom for calculating that the caloric intake from human cannibalism diet is significantly lower than the caloric intake from most other traditional meat diets. So if you're eating humans, you're not doing it for the nutrition.
It's what's for dinner.
Yeah.
Human.
I'm a vegetarian.
The next up is the Peace Prize for Spain and Colombia for researchers for measuring the frequency, motivation, and effects of shouting and cursing while driving an automobile.
Say that one again. I'm interested in that one.
The Peace Prize is for measuring the frequency, motivation, and effects of shouting and cursing while driving an automobile.
I wonder what the results of that were.
I do too. We'll have to look that one up.
The Reproductive Medicine Prize for using postage stamps to test whether the male sexual organ is functioning properly.
Say what?
Using postage stamps.
How does a postage stamp tell you that?
Well, if you read the paper,
This might be an off-air discussion.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, mostly because it's going to be very technical and detailed, and it's going to be in a medical
Like
journal.
I said, it's going to be an off-air discussion. Use your imagination.
Yeah. And finally, the Economics Prize for some researchers from Canada, China, and the United States for investigating whether it's effective for employees to use voodoo dolls to retaliate against abusive bosses.
That was an economic one?
Yeah, because it's like employees, economics of the workplace.
So you use a voodoo doll to get a raise?
No,
dolls...
to get back at abusive
I think it's
employees.
revenge.
It's revenge.
Well, that exactly, but that's why I can't understand. Where's the economics in that? You get rid of your boss, and then you get the position. Is that the economics in it? I'd like to see that report too.
They are all available on the Annals of ImprobableResearch.org
I'm
website.
sure there's links to all those papers.
Yes, and if you go to after I post up the video on the YouTube channel,
You're going to have a link for that?
Yes, I am.
Oh, good.
And it's also available if you search for the 2018 Ig Nobel Prize winners. You will be able to find it through the normal Google search too.
Excellent.
For those of you that don't know how to use Google, you'll be able to find the link on my Facebook page and on the YouTube channel.
Okay.
All right. If you have any questions about these prizes,
I've got one question, real quick. So, what do they get? Do they just get a certificate?
No, they actually get a little statuette, and there's a ceremony. It's held every year in Harvard.
So they're at Hartford, Connecticut?
Harvard.
Oh, Harvard.
Harvard, Massachusetts. Harvard University.
Oh, in Boston.
Yes.
Okay.
all right. If you have any questions about these stories or anything science related, you can call Alex right now at 203
837
99
24.